Why overthinking creates more suffering than pain itself. Zen story. The two arrows. Why did this happen to me? What if things never get better? What if I'm always this unlucky? And suddenly, pain becomes overthinking. Overthinking becomes anxiety, and anxiety quietly becomes suffering. Humans are not destroyed only by painful experiences. Many times, they are destroyed by the endless mental stories created around the pain. Imagine this. Long ago, a man was once struck by a poisoned arrow while traveling through a forest path. The arrow pierced deeply into his body. He collapsed to the ground in agony. His friends rushed toward him in panic. Some tried to stop the bleeding. Others immediately called for a physician from a nearby village. The poison was spreading quickly. Every moment mattered. Soon, the physician arrived carrying medicine and tools to remove the arrow. But just as the physician knelt beside him, the wounded man raised his hand weakly and said, "Wait. I will not allow the arrow to be removed until I know who shot me." The people around him stared in disbelief. The man continued speaking through pain. "Who was it that attacked me? Why did he want to hurt me? Will he return again? What if others are helping him? What if I am never safe again?" His friends begged him desperately, "Please, let the physician save you first. The questions can be answered later." But the wounded man refused. Again and again, he demanded explanations, answers, certainty. Meanwhile, the poison continued spreading silently through his body, and before all his questions could be answered, the man died. And maybe this is exactly how many humans suffer today. Something painful happens, a breakup, a rejection, a mistake, a betrayal, and the first pain itself is already difficult enough. That is the first arrow, but then the mind fires a second arrow. Why did they leave me? What if I am unlovable? What if my life never improves? What are people thinking about me right now? And slowly, mental suffering becomes greater than the original pain itself. Some people replay one conversation hundreds of times inside their mind, searching for hidden meaning. Some endlessly analyze why someone stopped loving them, while emotionally bleeding the entire time. Some spend years trapped inside regret, not because the event is still happening, but because the mind keeps reopening the wound every day. And quietly, life energy gets consumed by overthinking. Modern humans are especially trapped by this. The mind constantly demands certainty, immediate answers, perfect understanding. But life rarely gives complete explanations. Sometimes people leave without closure. Sometimes failure arrives without fairness. And the more desperately the mind tries to control uncertainty, the more exhausted it becomes. This does not mean humans should ignore pain. Pain is real. Grief is real. Confusion is human. But there's a difference between feeling pain and mentally multiplying it endlessly. The wounded man was not dying only from the arrow. He was dying from his inability to let go of obsessive questioning. And maybe many people are doing the same thing emotionally. Some cannot sleep because they keep mentally arguing with the past. Some continue checking old messages, hoping to find hidden answers that no longer exist. Some become trapped in endless self-analysis. What is wrong with me? What if I fail again? And slowly, the mind becomes both the wound and the poison. This is why awareness matters so deeply, not because awareness removes all pain, but because awareness prevents unnecessary suffering from multiplying endlessly. Sometimes, healing begins when you stop demanding complete certainty from life. Sometimes peace begins when you allow unanswered questions to exist without mentally chasing them all night. And this does not happen through force, only through gentle awareness. The next time pain enters your life, pause for a moment. Notice what the mind immediately begins doing, creating stories, fear, future catastrophes. Then softly ask yourself, am I suffering from the first arrow or the second one created by my own mind? Sometimes the most compassionate thing you can do for yourself is to stop mentally reopening the wound. Go for a slow walk without your phone. Talk honestly with someone you trust. Write your thoughts into a journal instead of carrying them endlessly inside your head. Sit beneath trees. Pray quietly. Watch rain falling without distraction. Allow your nervous system to breathe again, because not every painful experience needs endless analysis. Some pain heals faster when the mind finally stops fighting reality. The first arrow may be unavoidable, but the second arrow is often created within the mind itself. And maybe peace begins the moment you stop poisoning yourself with endless overthinking about the pain you already carry. Stop scrolling. Start living.